Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to replace the ignition coil connectors on a Honda S2000. Due to repeated exposure to heat, these connectors become brittle over time and tend to break. On my Honda S2000, every single retaining tab has broken off. Broken ignition coil connectors like these should be replaced to prevent potential misfires that can occur when the ignition coil connectors work themselves loose from the actual ignition coil. I got a set of replacement ignition coil connectors for $20, which I will link down below. If you haven't already, use a 5mm hex drive to remove the 4 bolts securing the spark plug cover to the valve cover. Then remove the spark plug cover. Use a 10mm socket to remove the 4 bolts securing the ignition coils to the valve cover. Once these are removed, you can disconnect the 4 ignition coil connectors and leave the ignition coils in place. Use a set of needle nose pliers to pinch the sides of the blue retention clip and pull it out. With the blue clip removed, you should be able to see the 3 connector pins. Each pin is held in place with a small clip. You can look at your new connectors to observe the location of these small retaining clips. Use a pin removal tool, a paper clip, or a pick to release each pin clip until you can pull the pin out of the old connector. On my car, most of the retaining clips ended up breaking apart anyway. Now you'll want to insert the pins into the new connector. The order of the wires starting from the large retaining clip is the beige wire, the black wire, and finally the black and beige mixed wire. Insert each of the pins into the new connector until you hear an audible click. See a new blue retention clip onto the connector. Reconnect the 4 ignition coil connectors and use a 10mm socket to install the 4 bolts securing the ignition coils to the valve cover. Torque them to 8.7 foot-pounds. Replace the spark plug cover and use a 5mm hex drive to install the 4 bolts securing the spark plug cover to the valve cover. Torque them to 8.7 foot-pounds. Fire up your car and make sure it runs normally. If it doesn't run normally, go back and ensure the wires are in the right order and the pins are fully seated. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below for any DIY you'd like to see in the future.